If 1 0 of quadratic polynomial is given, then we have to find the value of k. Any idea how can we do so?
Um, um, we have to use a relationship between zeros and coefficients.
Uh, once you started learning zeros concept, okay, in class 9, that time you must have learned that suppose we are having a polynomial px is equals to x plus 4, and 0 means x plus 4 is equals to 0, x equals to minus 4, right?
Yes, ma'am.
0, what does that mean? 0 means what? 0 means that particular value of x, which when we will drop over here, when we will substitute it over here, our polynomial will become 0, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So if it says that this is a 0, that means once I will put x value as a 2 over here, I can say it will be equals to 0.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it's a 0. So randomly we are not saying just to make a equation we have to take equals to 0. No, I am telling you, since it's a 0, once we will put it will be equals to 0, and
Yes, ma'am.
we will be doing so, and then we'll be getting the value of k. Please find the value of k.
Ma'am, it's option B, minus 6 by 5.
Once you got this one, then now question number 4 will make sense to you. Just read it. We will not solve it. Got it?
Come on. Yes, ma'am.
This type of question you are having in your NCRT number 2, the number of zeros, right?
Yes, ma'am.
How many zeros are there?
3.
Yeah. Number 8.
Answer is D, 1, I think.
Yeah. You are finding 0 of both the polynomials, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Question
Like
number
first, Yeah, ma'am. First, I found the 0 of x square minus 1, and I
Yeah.
substituted the value of x in the second.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Great.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh, Question number 16. Same thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Two values are given because here you will be getting a pair of linear equation. Okay.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
you have to solve it for a and b value. You will be able to do, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now we can take the second type of question. Number 9.
We'll have to find the LCM, and then we'll get, like, should I solve it right now, ma'am?
You just tell me how to do it. If you, I will be convinced that you know, then I will proceed like with the next question.
We'll have to find the LCM of 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta.
Hmm. Then,
Yeah. Then we have to, like, use that relation between zeros and coefficients, and
yeah,
then we can find alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. Then we have to substitute the values.
yeah. This one. The maximum number of zero of a cubic polynomial is,
3, right?
yeah. Okay. Quadratic polynomial has maximum two zeros. You
Yeah.
must have it two zeros like this, or one zero like this, or no zero like this. So
Okay.
maximum it can have two zero when we are talking about quadratic. Similarly, for cubic, maximum three. It can be two, it can be one, it can be no. Okay. Similarly,
Okay.
for degree, maximum four zero. Degree five, maximum five zeros.
Okay.
Number 6. It starts from here and just continues here.
Ma'am, I don't think I know how to approach this.
If one zero of the polynomial is reciprocal of the other, so whenever you are assuming zero, you take one of the zero as a alpha, another zero you take as a beta, and then you write the relation between zeros and the coefficient alpha plus beta minus b by a. Okay, alpha into beta is c by a, right?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
And it says one zero is reciprocal of the other. So here you will not be taking the other one as a beta. Instead, you will be taking the other one as a reciprocal of the first one.
Oh,
Reciprocal, means what? Just the reciprocal. Okay, 1 by alpha. Here, 1 by alpha. And the same relation you will be writing. That means sum of the zero, product of the zero. Getting it?
okay. Yes, ma'am.
From here, you will try finding k. Maybe from the first equation, maybe from the second equation you will try finding k. So you will find that the second one already alpha alpha gone, and you are getting just k by 3 1, so k is 3.
Okay. Got
Sometimes you also have to find the zeros. So once you got k, then you can try finding alpha and all from 1. You can see what is asked in the question, but this is how zeros and the coefficient relationship we have to use over here. It can
okay.
also be written in the question that one zero is the double of the other. That time you will be taking one as a alpha, another one as a 2 alpha.
2 alpha.
Same
Okay.
sum and product you will be writing.
Okay.
It can also be written that, just a moment, let me check. It can also be written that one zero is the additive inverse of the other. Additive inverse means, first we need to recall the in integer chapter you must have learned additive inverse of 2 is minus 2. Additive inverse of 3 is minus 3. Additive means add them, and it is
Okay.
the reverse of this 3. So this is how we will be writing. Okay, once you will add this 2, result will always be 0.
Okay, ma'am.
Called additive inverse. Additive inverse of 5 by 3 will be minus 5 by 3. And additive inverse of minus 5 by 3 will be 5 by 3. Additive means what should be added with this one.
Mm.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So that the result is 0. That's called additive inverse. So in our polynomial chapter, they have introduced the same terminology in some of the question. That one zero is the additive inverse of the other zero, hence
O-
find k, hence find p. That time you will be taking one of the zero is alpha and another is minus alpha.
Okay, then
Then
we'll get
once you
0.
add
Yeah.
them, it will be just zero, and maybe you will be able to find the values.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's move. See, number
20. Okay.
one
As
zero is
known.
the negative of the other.
So additive inverse.
One zero is alpha, another is minus alpha. Okay.
Okay.
Then we have to mark the correct option. But from here, are you understanding? If this situation is there, then sum of the zero is
0.
0.
Yes,
That
ma'am.
means that means has no linear term. X coefficient will not be there.
Okay.
Making sense?
Oh, ma'am, but how do we know it's the linear term or the x square term?
When we create a quadratic polynomial, the format is x square minus sum into x plus product, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That this is how we create the polynomial. If we already know the sum is 0. Yes, Inan, just a moment. If we know the sum is 0, that means x square will be there, x will
Yeah.
not. Yeah, product
Oh,
can be there.
oh, yeah.
So
Okay.
the linear term is not present, right?
Yes,
Confidently, one thing we know that the linear term is not there.
okay.
Yes, Inan, question number 20. Polynomial, I have taken question from polynomial. Do you want me to explain polynomial in detail? Inan,
No, ma'am, but real numbers finish.
Yes, real number. Okay. The questions which you were asking from the last few classes, I'm taking that, those type of questions. Just a minute. Yes, real number we are done. And yeah, that question I need to take, which you asked in the last, maybe before the last class. So just a moment, I'm sharing the screen. Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So yes, Inan, your question was how to show that root 2 plus root 3, it's it's irrational, right?
Ma'am, not root 2 plus root 3, it's root p plus root q.
Root p plus root q. Let's take root p plus root q. Same thing you have to do with root 2 plus root 3. So we will be saying, let's assume that root p plus root q is rational. Same way we are assuming that, suppose, okay, let's take it as a rational, then that means root p plus root q can be written in the form of, okay, p by q, but here we are not going to take p by q, already p and q is used, so let's take it as a by b, where a and b are co-prime integers. Making sense?
Yes, ma'am.
And b not equals to 0. Now we are going to square both sides, now only, okay, squaring both sides. Once you will square both sides, you will be getting, the left side will be root p plus root q whole square, and the right side will be a square by b square. That means let's do squaring. You will be getting just p. If I am writing just p, you all are understanding, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, plus just q plus 2 root p root q. That is a square by b square. Any confusion so far?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Now we'll be having, okay, p plus q I can write together, and this two roots, that two I can write together as a root pq. That is a square by b square. Now everything we are going to shift to another side. In this side, we will only be keeping the root part. Okay, we are going to isolate the root term over here. So p we will shift over there. P and q both we will shift on the other side. Here we are just left with this one. Our motto, our purpose is to isolate this square root term over here. However, on the other side, we are going to get, where p and q are, it was written in the question where p and q are integers. Inan?
Ma'am, I think it was written like it was prime numbers or something. P and Q are prime numbers.
Okay, it's a prime number. So, okay, obviously integer. Okay, prime integer. So we are going to take the LCM over here. This will be minus pb square minus qb square. Making sense to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now
Yes,
we
ma'am.
will see that in class 9 we have learned that if we will do in, if we are having an integer, any integer, if we will do the square of that integer, the result will still be a integer. Integer square is integer, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay, so
ma'am.
this is integer. This is also integer because p is just a prime number. If you are multiplying it with a b square, okay, a prime number you will multiply with any integer, b square is just integer, so the result is still integer. And this one is also integer. So basically in the numerator, you are having integer minus integer minus integer. Whenever you will do this type of simplification, definitely you are not going to get any decimal number. Integer minus integer is integer only. Integer plus integer is integer only. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So numerator is a integer. Inan, are you convinced if I am saying the numerator will be integer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, whenever you will add two integers or subtract or whatever, okay, division you are not doing, no, that means your result will be integer only. So integer minus integer, the result is integer. But before that, let me take this 2 to the other side first, because we wanted to isolate the root term. So it will be 2b square over here. Here we'll be having a square minus pb square minus qb square. We are going to say this is nothing but integer by integer. And integer by integer means rational number. Okay, when you will add two integer, the result will be integer. When you will subtract two integer, the result will be integer. When you will multiply two integer, the result will be integer. But when you will divide two integer, the result not necessary the result will be just an integer. It can be a rational number, because you may have 2 by 5 and you can see it's a rational number. Okay, so integer by integer
Yes,
is,
ma'am.
we are going to say that irrational number is not equals to rational number, hence our assumption is incorrect. On the left side we are having irrational, on the right side we are having a rational. Our assumption is completely false. Okay, hence the this root p plus root q is irrational. Getting it?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
I have a
But
doubt.
Yes, please.
How do we know that PQ is not a perfect square?
Because he said no, these two are prime numbers, different prime number, distinct prime numbers.
Oh, okay, okay.
ma'am, or we can do like this now. So only we take root p and we will first prove that it is not rational. And you said one time that if rational number is added up with irrational number, it will always be irrational number. So even if its root q will be rational, it is still gonna result in irrational number, right?
Yeah, we can. Can you please repeat it, Nan?
Ma'am, first we can take as root p, and we will prove that root p is not rational. So we assume, and we our contradiction will be wrong. So you said irrational number added up with rational number will result in irrational number, right? So
Yeah,
even
that
root
is
q.
we can do it. Yes, whatever you are saying, it is making sense. Okay, that way also we can do it. But generally, while solving these type of question, we have to write. Okay, elaborate the each and every steps we have to show. So whatever you are saying, are you able to write it in proper steps? If so, please write it and show me. Then I can let you know that whether you will be getting marks for the same or not. Getting it?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, whatever you said, it is correct. But sometime our uh, whatever we are thinking, it can be correct, but you may not get marks for the same. So this is how we write it, and there are so many ways. This is not just the only way. There are so many ways. If you know another way, anyone from here, please let me know which way you know. Just write everything and I will check it that whether it is okay or not for the board exam. I will give you marks, but in board exam you will not be getting. So what's the like from now only I need to just confirm everything. So please let me know. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, is it clear, Inan? Here we will write that integer, this numerator is nothing but just an integer, then denominator is nothing but just an integer, hence integer by integer is rational. Here we will write, okay, in right hand side, a square minus pb square minus qb square is integer and 2b square is again an integer, is also an integer. An integer by integer is rational, hence irrational number cannot be equals to rational. Hence our assumption is incorrect. Hence the given number is irrational. Okay, one more thing. I asked from Amir that polynomial chapter. So concepts he know and he said that we can discuss extra questions. Yes, Abdullah, you are upcoming exam you are having and their polynomial will be there, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know basics of polynomials?
Yeah, ma'am.
You know. So if I will not discuss basic, that will be okay or not?
It'll be okay, ma'am.
Yes, Inan, do you know basics of polynomials? Let
Yes,
me
ma'am.
cover it. Okay, today's class I'm just quick. I'm taking all the basics, and in the next class, or maybe from today only, we'll be able to solve extra questions from our
So,
question paper.
ma'am, in my PA exams, I have polynomials and pair of linear equation and two variables.
Okay, polynomial and linear equation. And in your exam, Abdullah, you are having polynomials and introduction to trigonometry, right? And
Yes,
probability.
ma'am. Yes,
Probability.
yes.
So polynomials. Today I'm going to take the basics. Okay, quickly I will just give a overview of the basics. So at first over here you are having polynomial is not new concept for you. Already you have learned this one in class 9. Here is the continuation of the same. There you were not finding the zero of the quadratic polynomial. Here every now and then you will be finding the zero of the quadratic polynomial. So your quadratic polynomial may look like x square plus 5x plus 6. If I am telling you that what will be the zero of this polynomial, will you be able to find by splitting the middle term? Everyone,
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
please find it quickly.
And can
Ma'am,
you repeat what to find?
Zero of the quadratic polynomial. Find the zero of the given polynomial.
it's -3 and -2.
Okay, for finding the zero, class 9 rule says that whatever polynomial you are having, just take that equals to 0 and try finding the x value from here. Whatever x value you will be getting from here, that's the zero of the polynomial. So better I start from here. Okay, if because this type of question you have not seen over here and directly you were having the relationship between zeros and the coefficients. So actually your polynomial chapter in class 9 it started from here, that any algebraic expression is called polynomial if the power of the variable is a whole number. Okay, each and every variable you can see the power. the exponent of the variable. It's a whole number. Here 1 is there, it's a whole number. So if the power of variables are whole number, that's a polynomial. If that is not a whole number, in case you are having something like this is not a polynomial, because here the exponent is not a whole number. Okay, if you are having maybe root x plus 5, this is not a polynomial. So there were two conditions for identifying polynomial. The first one was you were checking the power, each and every variable's power is a whole number or not. And the second one, you were also checking that 2 3 variables must not be there. What does that mean? That means if you are having xy plus yz, this is not
Teacher,
yeah.
can I go? Like, can I leave the class because I'm fasting and I have to do my fast?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
So yeah, whenever you are having any algebraic expression, this is algebraic expression, but this is not a polynomial, because you can see so many variables are there. We are discussing polynomial in one variable. Even though one variable will not be written in the future, still you will be thinking about one variable only. Till now, whatever polynomial you have seen, that is just having one variable, either x or y or z or t or u or v. One variable is allowed. So polynomial means each and every power has to be a whole number and it must contain one variable. Then you started learning over there the names of the polynomial, and also you also learned the degree of the polynomial and finding the zero of the polynomial. For finding the zero of the polynomial, the basic example is x minus 4. Suppose a linear polynomial you are having and you have to find the zero. In class 9 you have learned that just take the polynomial, right is equals to 0, and try finding the x value. Whatever x value you will be getting, that is called the zero of the polynomial. So x equals to 4 is the zero. Now you also need to feel this zero. That means understand the meaning of the zero. That once we will substitute this x as a positive 4, okay, the whole thing will become zero. That's the meaning of the zero. Such a x value you were finding, which we are making your polynomial zero. That's the meaning of the zero of the polynomial. Now I have started from here. Here we are having quadratic polynomial and we are trying to find the zero of the quadratic polynomial. I have taken the quadratic polynomial px as a x square plus 5x plus 6. For finding the zero, method says that take the polynomial as it is and write is equals to 0 and try finding the x value. Okay, just by splitting the middle term. So you will be having x square, you will be having 2x, you will be having 3x plus 6. You will be getting the x value as a minus 2 minus 3. These two values are not just random value. If you want to check, please check it. Once you will put this value in your polynomial will become 0. You can check it. Once you will drop minus 2 here, once you will drop minus 2 here, definitely the complete, okay, simplification will give you 0. You can check it. That's the meaning of the 0. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
What if we put the other value of x?
Put it the other value. If we will substitute x as a minus 3, if we will substitute x as a minus 3, we'll be getting minus 3 square as a 9. We'll be getting 5 minus 3 is minus 15. We'll be getting plus 6. Okay, 9 minus 15 minus 6 plus 6. The other one will also give you 0. That's the meaning of the 0. That's the meaning of the 0. That such a x value we are trying to find, which will make our polynomial 0. And this is the method for finding it. So two things you need to understand: method and the meaning of the 0. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first you have learned finding the 0 of quadratic polynomial, especially over here. Then you also learned verifying the relationship between zeros and the coefficients. You learned that for the sum of the 0, mathematicians has given us a formula that minus b by a. And for finding the product of Zero mathematicians has given us a formula, that is C by A. Okay, we can directly get this x square plus 5x, x square plus 5x plus 6. If we are having the polynomial, then directly we can say that sum of the zero will be minus 5 by 1 and product of the zero will be 6 by 1. Without even finding the zero, without even adding them, we can directly see the sum will be this, the product will be this. Now you also have done the verification over here in this NCRT. You must have learned doing the verification, that find the zero, add them, multiply them, and check the value is coming same or not. The according to the formula, whatever you have written, the sum and the product, are you getting the same sum, same product or not from scratch? So we are saying that, so okay, we are having this polynomial. Just now we found the zeros and we got the zeros as a minus 2, minus 3. Now when we will add this two value, minus 2 plus minus 3, we will be getting minus 5. So mathematicians has given us a formula and that is making sense, it is correct. Okay, it's not invalid. Now multiplication, when we will do minus 2 into minus 3, we are gonna get positive 6. It is making sense, it is equals to the product which we found by using the formula. And this way you were doing the verification over here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, Inan? Can you hear me, Inan?
What, ma'am?
This way you were doing the verification, right? Can you turn on your camera? So this way you were doing the verification, right? Verifying the relationship between zeros and the coefficients.
Yes, ma'am.
Next part was creating the polynomial. And you have learned there was a formula, that is x square minus sum of the zero into x plus product of the zero. If I will give you one of the zero as a 2, another zero as a 3, then you will be able to tell me what will be the polynomial, right?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, let's continue with that paper. Question number 23. If one zero of the polynomial is reciprocal of the other, then k is 2. Is it true or false? Are you getting in on what to do?
Ma'am, first we have to find the zeros and we have to see if it is true or not.
Don't have to
Or
really do. Okay, we just have to take the situation as it is. Just after looking at the polynomial, see the polynomial, sum of the zeros, product of the zero, we'll be able to write. Can you tell me, anyone from here, what will be the sum of the zero? Minus b by a. What is b? What is a?
Uh, 13 by k square plus 4.
Minus 13 by
Yeah.
k square.
Minus 13 plus k by square plus
And product will be
4 divided by k square
4k.
plus 4.
Okay, it's 4k.
Oh yeah, 4k. Yes.
Because constant term, this is not multiplied with any x, anything. It is
Mm.
completely a constant. 4k
Yes.
divided by k square plus 4. We have written the sum and the product of the zero by using the formula. So far,
Yes,
is it making sense?
yes,
Now it says that one zero is reciprocal of the other. So alpha beta zero you have taken, that those are not the zero. One of the zero is reciprocal of the other. So if the first one is alpha, next one will be 1 by alpha, not beta. One zero is the reciprocal of the other. Getting it?
yes, ma'am.
Inan, are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then alpha plus beta, they are at the place of beta. Just put this 1 by alpha. It is not beta over here. Yes, it is beta in all the other questions. But here it is specifically one more condition is given which will help you finding whatever is asked. So in at the place of beta, I'll be writing 1 by alpha. At the place of beta, I'll be writing 1 by alpha. Can you see the second one where you have done the multiplication of alpha and beta? That became alpha into 1 by alpha. That means alpha alpha gone. And you are just having 1 over here, 1 over here. Making sense? 1 is equals to 4k by k square plus 4. This
So k
complete
square plus 4 is equal to 4k.
k square plus 4 is equal to 4k. Okay, complete denominator we have shifted to the other side in multiplication with 1. It became k square minus 4k plus 4 is equals to 0. Now tell me what will be the k value. How? Of course, by splitting the middle term by factorizing. You are having k square minus 4k plus 4 is equals to 0. If you will be able to identify these, this is a formula for x minus y whole square. Otherwise, you can do splitting the middle term also. Okay.
Minus 2k minus 2k.
It is k minus 2 whole square formula you are having. Can you see that? Okay. So k value you are getting minus, wait. It is nothing but k minus 2 whole square formula. So basically, when you will split the middle term, maybe your answer will look like this: k minus 2, k minus 2. And you will be declaring that k value is just 2. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
And in question, I will rub everything. Now tell me, is the assertion true or false?
Ma'am, I think it's false. Reasoning is false.
Read it carefully. Read it. Assertion. If one
It's reasoning is correct, but it's the wrong explanation for assertion.
if one zero of the polynomial is reciprocal of other, then k is 2. Yeah, we are getting k as a 2. So assertion is true, right?
Yes.
Okay, reason x minus alpha is a factor of px, then p alpha is equals to 0. Alpha is the 0. Okay, it is the statement is true, but it is incorrect explanation for the assertion. Okay, the reason the statement, yeah, it is true. Okay, if you will read, it will make sense to you. The statement is true, but the explanation is incorrect. Okay, it is not supporting our assertion. So accordingly, we will mark the answer. The second one, both assertion and reason are true, but reason is not the correct explanation.
Ma'am, I've heard that this year, like boards 2026, most questions will be competency based, like application based and all.
Yeah, competency based question, these type of question only you can expect. Even if you are saying competency based question, it will be mostly based on the concept. If your concept is clear, then you'll be able to solve the question. And don't worry, okay, every year we get these things. If you are doing this way, if you are solving first our NCRT and then so many extra questions, situations you are seeing, and yeah, you are understanding it, you are doing it from the beginning seriously until the last, you are confident, you are able to solve all the those previous year, then all of sudden, okay, they will not do any drastic change. Okay, don't worry, just you will be able to do it. Last year also students were really worried, and then the paper was really simple, very easy. So there will be few questions which will be tricky, confusing, but all the remaining question will be easy. So you have to do first all those questions. From there you have to save time so that you can think. Once you will have the time to think, you will be able to do those questions as well, those two three questions.
Okay.
Just from now only assure, while giving any make while giving any test, any exam, that you are not running out of time. This excuse you cannot give any time, that okay, I knew it, but I was not able to do it. Okay, please don't do so.
Yes, ma'am.
This number 24, can you see? It's really basic. Please read it and tell me it is true or false. We
Both
Assertion is
assertion and
false, but
reason.
that's it.
assumption is false and reason is true. Px is
Yeah.
equals to 14x cube minus 2x square plus 8x to the power 4 plus 7x minus 8. Here the degree of this polynomial is 4. Getting it, Sarah?
Yes, ma'am.
Degree is 4. Okay, so it is not degree 3 polynomial. This question is from class 9, and few student will tell me that they have not learned this one. Okay, I have not taught them this one. So you need to understand this is a continuation of a chapter which you have done in the previous class. So if any question falls from there, if real number, you are going to get a question where just 12 by 25 is a terminating decimal, non-terminating decimals, then you have not done this question in real number chapter. Yeah, you have done this one in number system chapter. Okay, so you need, this is a continuation of the same, and when you will practice extra question, you will encounter all the varieties. So yeah, this is false.